literally the reason why so many people can do so much, because fire is profound and so progressive and can do so much. But it's that feeling of that precipice of danger of fire and burning, like, and the roses that cover it and grow linger like a perfume. Sid, who has been part of her, is part of her signature, has literally never left the nest in her hair. For the players, you can see this, like, if for the audience, but the characters don't. You see like a hand form from Sid, and you see this very tall human shape form. With ornamented jewelry and long robes coming from their biceps of white, from like the streaks. Their skin tone is very dark, beautiful, like blue, black, just gorgeous, with all the shiny little things that they have kind of jeweled all across them. They come up and they kind of, just as they are waiting for that signature to come in, you see that for the audience, for you players, Rania's signature will always hold Sid as part of it, growing with her. He makes like a little gesture before that spirit of that human form kind of comes back. And for the characters, you see Rania turn around and talk to Sid. The exams are over. They rejoin you back. The different students have their own little signatures. Dominic looks really pleased with his. Miles looks questioned about his. Everyone has different ones, but they accept it, don't accept it, whatever it is, the exam's over. And everyone is escorted to the main hall to complete the rest of your day. You have a ceremony coming up, end of year dinner. There's a yearbook club that has titles and a couple of awards from the teachers. But before we go to that, before we start with that, Odette, you are scrying on something, correct? Would you like to check on that, or?
Yes, I would. Before she does that, also, she is going to, like, run over to Dominic and, like, it's gonna be an excited hug. She knows that, like, he was kind of stressed earlier, seeing by the way he was acting, but she is going to do that before she does that too.
He takes you in a hug and pulls you in and pretty much says, like, thank God that's over.
We did it. We don't have to worry about this one for a while. Woo!
Yeah. I'm so glad that's over. Anyway, I'm getting food. Miles is hungry. Again. Where are you off to?
I think I'm just gonna go up to the room for a little bit. Probably get food after. Do you want to talk later? Just us?
You're going off to your room alone? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I just had to go get something out of my room. I forgot it earlier, but I want it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be here with snacks.
Okay. Well, good job on the test. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, good job to you too. I bet you aced it. And he smiles at you, walks over with Miles. Odette, does anybody else wants to join with Odette? I'm guessing all of you know that she was scrying about it, about the remnants in that room.
Yeah, I definitely want to go.
Oh, for sure, yeah. She definitely told you all.
Yep.
Right. You see the guys kind of like see you. You see Dominic see you walk off, and like Miles saying like they're getting stuff for Odette, and Madame's like, yeah, she has to pick up something. And there's like Miles is like, oh, is that what you said before? Like the girl thing, they have to go do things together. And he just like looks over at the group and just like, yeah, they have to do things together. And they kind of turn to each other and kind of walk away. You come to, outside the castle, to the main tower for the year ones. Go up the stairs. When you're there, where have you put this scrying thing? In your room? Common room?
She's probably got it in her room. She has a drawer in her desk. It's probably just in there. She kept it like on top in an easy place where she can pull it out and set it and like use it.
Done. The drawer inside, there is a ritual circle, probably a crystal ball, and you see what looks like images on the ball already. Like it's started, like something has been trying to track something for a while, and it's like a camera in the wild, like those fisheye cameras, and it's trying to find something. And you see immediately as you open, Amelia, have you told everybody about the cloak and stuff? No, Nolan said it to everyone. You see like a cloak, from what Nolan said, a familiar cloak in that fisheye kind of crystal ball.
And everybody's just standing around me as I'm sitting at the desk, right?
Yeah.
Or am I up by myself? Okay.
Yeah, I'm guessing everybody went with you, so yeah.
Okay. Do you guys see this? What are your thoughts?
I can't make anything out.
Is my stuff messing up?
No, they couldn't make out what the crystal ball is.
Oh, sorry. My stuff was lagging. Do you see anything you recognize?
Not really. I mean, is it possible to roll to see?
Yeah, I was gonna see.
Sure, if you want want Odette to see it. Yeah, if you want Odette to see it with her ability. And you've also been meditating for a while on this. So I can say, like, roll me brains or charm to with advantage. Charm could work.
What does with advantage do?
That means roll twice, and then you take the best one.
Do I just press it again?
Here, just roll once, and then we'll see. Oh,
I did a 16. There was a 16, a 5.
Okay, with the 16, the Odette, you put your hands over the crystal ball, and your eyes start glowing that purple. And all of you can see this. Ronnie is just like, oh dear. The crystal ball kind of zooms out for a second, and you see this figure heading straight for the ruins. Their footprints are like mushy and like clear in the rain, and whatever is happening, like spring rain, is made all the footprints very muddy and clear. And you see them come to the ruins, and the camera of the crystal, like the camera that you can see like of the crystal ball, is like following them, going past trees, and their hood is still up. You see their cloak kind of move to the side, and you see a glint of the red. For anybody else, it's just boring old thing, but you know what it is. They get to the opening of the ruins, and They turn around. And right when they turn around, that's when the crystal ball shows their face. I'm curious who you think it is.
Oh, that's a tough one. I was just thinking, like, who do I think it is?
Just toss me one thing. If anybody else has one, just toss me. Me as Maz is curious. What do you think it is?
I feel like most people's first thing would be Arendor, but I don't think it's Arendor.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking.
I feel like it's someone else. And I wonder if it's one of the teachers.
Yeah, I was.
That's what I thought, is one of the
maybe
teachers.
Arabelle?
Because it's not really saying something bad. We don't know what they're doing with it, but what if it is one of the teachers?
That's what I thought.
I had a thought that it was Nim Rosmerta just because of the bird comment and it smelling like,
Ooh, yes.
you know, how a pet store would smell with birds. And so between that and burned paper, I just thought teacher and birds. I don't know.
I also
That is-
want to
yeah.
say Zayden, but I feel like that's the obvious choice too.
That's
Him and
my
Arendor
that's my
feel like the
biased
ones-
choice.
They feel like the ones that most people would say, but I just don't think it's them.
The crystal ball zooms back. Their magical signature is of burnt paper and a smell of birds. Their face looks like patchwork, and it looks like it's not fitting in anymore. Whatever they did to stick close to their illusion, it's like a potion thing has gone wrong, and they haven't had a chance to get ingredients. Because you see a demonic face behind what looks to be the image of Zayden. Their eyes are frightened, looking from place to place, and they start etching on the floor. You see their illusion kind of breaking. The seams that they had, the thing that they put together with Rania, like during the ball, time is running out. Aura and Rania would know this. They said in your meeting, while they were holding a vial, kind of playing with it, they said, "There's no way. She's been trying to find me for months. And unless I find something good enough to persuade her to be back at her side, she is going to find me." And that last comment that he made rings in your brain.
This bitch.
I gotta say, I love how Google censors that.
glad it
Cora
knows.
would shoot Rania a look like, you know, coming to that realization.
Odette is going to, if anybody was like looking at her while she's doing this, you would see like her teeth are gritted, and you can see that she is clutching, like you can see the muscles in her cheek, and she is pretty upset.
Because we're down to like the last 20 minutes and we still have a couple things left, there's a choice you guys can make. Odette, you had a message from Arendor to meet up. You all can let him know and go there to the ruins right now. Let it continue on. Go there yourselves. Or do something else. or not do, like, do something else and let it, like, happen, and I'll roll to see what happens.
Oh,
But
shit.
whenever this ends, I'm going straight to the ceremony and possibly something to kind of wrap up the episode.
I did also put in the chat, I don't know if anybody else, what they're good. I'm good with going over if we need to.
I know,
to
but it's
let you.
yeah, if we have to, we will. But it's also like we're going, I think we're at 5 hours soon, and it's a lot of time. So I want to, like, everyone has different
For sure.
energy
No,
levels.
yeah.
Yeah, so
I
let's
just
try to
wanted to
aim
put it
for
out there in case anybody else felt weird about saying if they were or weren't.
yeah. I appreciate you, love.
I think Quinn would want to go to the meeting. I just think if we have a lead, we should follow it.
Ooh.
Hearing Quinn say that would absolutely convince Amelia.
I don't think we should just go as us, you guys. I really don't want to. I think that we should tell Arendor. We can go, but I don't want to be the only ones there.
Who else would we take with us? I mean, no one aside from us knows.
Did you tell the ghoulies on what you talked about with Arendor in the last session?
They know that I talked to Arendor. I think that we should tell Arendor.
Well, he does know that you found something.
Yeah, but he's also almost 100% sure he knew what the something was. He got big brain.
Maybe.
I feel like he probably knows.
All right.
If you think it'll help, let's go. I think we should go. I agree.
If this bites us in the ass, it bites us in the ass, but I really feel like this would be better to do.
You know the location where you're supposed to meet him. You have it in your letter. If everyone is in agreement, I'm guessing you all are running to him now.
Very brisk walking from me if we are.
Power walking. This is
No
like
running
it
in the
looks like we've
halls.
started a power walking club in school.
You buy all these new clubs.
We've made the most clubs.
We're trendsetters.
We are, literally.
Whoa!
We start the club and then we just let everybody else join.
Amelia, you good too?
I don't know if she's back yet.
Shawnee,
Okay.
are you back?
Yeah, so sorry,
Yes.
I had to check
Oh.
on the dogs.
Okay.
You walk down the stairs. You're rushing ahead. You come to that corridor. It's empty right now. You see two stoic-looking battle mages kind of standing very still. Someone with their hands behind their back, tied tall collar, scarred on their face. They turn. Miss Asteria, I said I can teach one of you. What is this? I'm not a teacher for...
No,
This is
it's
not-
It's not that. It's not that. She's gonna hold out a piece of the burnt blanket out to him for him to take.
What is this?
The thing I told you about. You need to go to the ruins right now.
Do you not have it?
No, it was taken. The fire. That's who has it. The person who has it right now is at the ruins. They broke the word that was on it.
They kind of usher the other battle mages away. It's like, How recent?
I just looked. I just scried on this object.
Oh, you have the crystal ball.
Yeah. She definitely like had it under her arm and brought it with her just in case.
Are you guys following him? Because he starts moving already.
She is.
Okay.
She's seen it.
Oh,
more
yeah,
than once.
definitely
She
won't.
realizes she needs to like keep up.
No, if the crowd's moving, we're moving.
It's like late, so he starts rushing through. You see a worry on his face, Odette. For sure, something struggling to comprehend. And he turns back. He's like, I can't have you all be in danger. And he starts picking up a pace to start running. And he gets to like the entrance of the woods, and he's looking left, right. He's like, does not know where to go. He's like, I cannot. And then just like turns around. I cannot have you all in danger. I need you all to return. Shit.
So you need to know where to go.
Arendor, please, you have to let us go.
We
You're with
literally-
us. We told you, you have to let us go. You can't go by yourself, and we can't go by ourselves. It's better not.
How would you know the way?
I told you.
What
Told
do
you
you
how we
mean?
got there. I told you that we went to the ruins. We know the way to the ruins.
I
That's where they're at.
I understand, but the forest changes all the time. Paths change, trees change. How do you know?
If we stay together, it'll be better.
No, we'll be scrambling in the woods until whoever took this, which I also don't know who it is, disappears with it before I even get a chance. Does anyone need a Amelia, actually, give me a brains check.
Holy
Amazing.
shit!
Amelia, you remember the last time you were in the forest, and you remember lots of things change, but you remember from the ball, the crystal ball showing you what's happening, muddy footprints that does not seem to fade. And internally, you've tracked before. You've been in the winter woods. That internal natural instinct to look down and see footprints, then you're here. You see snapped twigs. You see things shifted on tree bark. They've moved around. That doesn't make sense. The trees have moved. The footprints on the ground have not. Muddy still, filling up with water.
Get it, Amelia. Tell him what's up.
I would tell everybody that and just tell Arendor that and where they're leading and how the footprints haven't moved.
He will use that information to tell you, like, just to say this, he will be like, okay, then you go back now. Is that what you want? Just curious.
No, I think at this point he would have to physically force us to go back. We have committed. We are out here. We are running. We are going.
He starts running down the path, following. You see, it's a different road. It feels different. It feels like you went farther southwest than southeast this time from the castle. If this was a change in the springtime where the woods change and the paths change, it's happening. And you come upon the field where you all were just a couple of months ago. And in the distance, you see the crown, the tower of the ruins near you. You hear muttering in the distance, just like cursing. Damn it.
I'm so
And
stressed.
Arendor's running through, getting into that way, and then starting casting spells, like drop it, like immediately trying to get to. What are you guys doing?
I do have a suggestion, if anybody's down.
Shoot.
I think we should stay a little farther back, but enough that we can see what's happening. And, like, if he can do it and get it done, we don't have to also be in the middle of it. But we should be close enough to know what's going on.
Ready to help.
Rania would hear that, but knowing their above table, knowing like that character's relationship with Xaden and that evolution, they would probably go in. Just saying.
Yeah,
out of their
this
choices.
is just an Odette suggestion.
Mm-hmm. So
To
Rania just
everybody.
like, I have to, I can convince him. And you see her like turning around, be like, just following Arendor. You see a blast of magical energy start going in. You hear like a screech, a blast going to Arendor, and like him like turning away, and Rania like ducking in this central area of the ruins.
Well, I guess that answers for us. Everybody go.
I'm definitely not letting her go in by herself.
No, for sure. That's our answer. Let's go.
All right, tighten up your berets, ladies. We're going in.
Inside you see
Could I, before we get too far, use rituals and evocation to put down a not like a concealment circle, but something to like a containment, almost like a containment ritual on the ground?
cool. That will take like time. So I'll say you're doing this for like the next portion, and you're kind of out of this for like a little bit while you're doing that.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Great.
Do you want me to roll?
Yeah, give me, I think you have the standards book, so just give me one of the rolls for rituals and evocation while I set this up for them. Okay, so you come in, you see Xaden's face kind of coming out. You see the original entity that came before, young, Rania sees it as misunderstood. To you, it just seems chaotic and frustrated and clutching at something. And they've finished out this ritual on the bottom. They are. It looks like a crack in the ground, and brimstone and smell of it is coming in. They're holding out their hand, and you see what looks to be this spike coming out of their arm, their hand, and it looks like it acts like their wand. They have like a crack in their voice, like, "Get back, all of you. I've already summoned her. I don't care."
Lost your mind? What are you doing?
Arendor whips out his wand, tries to do another spell. Xaden responds with it with another wave of like reflection, like deflecting magic. It kind of hits the ruins, and you hear like, and he's like, Arendor's like, "Drop it now." And Xaden heard what you said, Odette, but he sees 5 of you and this battle mage. He does not respond. He just
Oh, I didn't figure, yeah.
never.
Guys, what do we do?
I'm
Well,
occupied.
okay. We're gonna have to stop this. We're gonna have to find some way to get Arendor a chance so we can stop this ritual. I don't know who he's summoning, but we can't let it get here. Obviously.
Rania, who? What is he doing?
I don't know. He said and she looks at Cora, like, he said, and she says, like, you can just hide. It's fine. You can just hide. She's not going to do anything. And Xaden just, like, this was always a singular hiding spot, Witchling. It was always going to find me here. Arendor blasts another one. At him, and Xaden responds. You see it hit square in Arendor's chest, and just, and he starts taking his wand up again for another combat. He doesn't look like he's attacking you all. He just looks at Rania, looks at all of you, and just says, This is my only way out.
Is there no way we can stop her from finding you?
Who for finding him?
I don't know, but apparently it's freaking him out.
I don't know if they said that in their meeting, Cora, but Rania would yell out, the Night Phoenix, my familiar's parents, the leader of the leader of the Valtor's family in the demonic realm side. And she keeps it all together. Above table for the players, like, I think you know this, but like, Rania summoned a demon to steal an egg because the Night Phoenix said that they didn't have any and she didn't have a familiar. This demon appeared as one who worked for her and said, "Oh, she has an egg. She does. She's lying to you. I can get that egg if you let me go." And because he stole that egg, he has been on the hunt for so long, hiding in the realms between pages, pulled out from Rania during the ball, and now hiding at the school, which is also kind of dangerous to do because demonic people from all other realms have been visiting for weeks for the graduate students. And it's not like he can just blend in, especially if he needs like potions and a spell to consistently keep his appearance. So you see in his face everything kind of fall off. The characters don't know that, but that's exposition for you guys, or like a recap. And because Rania is not here themselves, and I don't want to say that she will reveal all that in this moment.
Yeah.
But that is what you guys know. He starts to chant, like a spell, and he's looking around. I'll blow his breath, but you hear it like like through and through, and you feel the brimstone and heat grow. Arendor casts another spell.
What are you saying?
He catches your face, but he doesn't stop his chant. He just keeps going, but harder now. Like, let me do Arendor's spell real quick.
Maybe it's some kind of protection spell.
Arendor sends like a thing at him, very sharp combat battle mate, like ready to fight. You see a flicker of anger in his face, Odette. It hits the demon that you know or is called as Xaden by Rania square in the chest. He screams out, but and you see like ichor black kind of pouring, but he does not stop. does not stop chanting. He does not stop going. He holds the shard deep until the crack under him starts cracking. More brimstone and heat filling the air. Arendor looks at him with his wand and says, "It is not for yours to give. It is the beacon, the promise and duty of my family to protect. Put it down, or I will put you down."
Oh my god. Oh my god!
I know.
The lore! Oh my god! Ugh. Oh my god, I have so many emotions right now! Ah!
How do we help you? Zayden, please tell us, how can we help you? How can we stop this?
And he doesn't stop chanting through him. He is still holding up his like wand, but he's like, and still chanting.
There's gotta be another way. You do not have to go this way. Find something else. It doesn't have to be this.
It's kind of at this moment that there's just so much going on, and Cora is feeling incredibly overwhelmed by all of this, but one thing's for sure, whatever is coming out of the ground, whatever the brimstone is leading up to is not good. And she would look really closely at her friends and say, "Help me." And she'd move closer and say, "We have to," or like, "We're gonna pull." And she would take out her wand, and the goal here is to grab Zayden and yeet. We're gonna yeet him away. If he's not close to the circle, and if he's distracted for a second, breaks the chanting, maybe it'll stop. But she can't do it by herself. So she's gonna yell, "Everybody pull!"
Oh
and
my god. Odette's wand is out the second you start getting ready.
Hey, this is a brawn. Yeah. You at this point you have. I just didn't know if you were back yet.
Yeah, my wand is out. I'm pulling. I'm eating. I'm whatever course.
Oh, if this is
I'm-
magic, yeah, give me a brawn.
Bron. We're doing it. We're gonna do this. The lot of us.
Could I ask if I could use grit also?
Wow.
If you're trying to like, pretty much like, if somebody's
like
pulling,
pull, yeah.
yeah, and like if you're like if it's like a tug of war, I imagine as you at the back of the thing, kind of holding like that anchor.
Yeah.
So it can make sense. That makes sense.
I have a higher dice than it, so I figured I'd ask.
Hey, anything can work. I just need to hear about it. This is like a planned thing. It's not really snap.
Okay. It's fine. Fine, I'll die.
I'll die.
Shit. She's very little. She doesn't weigh a lot. She hasn't gotten the being older weight yet. She's still small.
Arendor raises his wand and starts to do like small little blasts, but it doesn't like go past his circle. He's within the circle, and the gap, the maw of it is opening up, and you can smell. This is a realm opening from another realm. Not just like bringing a demon from the demon. No. This is a door right into the heart of it. And you can see that it's like, even though you guys are sitting here, if you look into the opening, the angle of it is this way, and so all the like gravity is there, and so all the smell, the fumes, everything is filling your nostrils, burning the hair in your nostrils. You're trying to pull him?
We're trying to throw him. Like physically
eat him
grab and
towards us?
throw.
You see the magical energy. He's trapped in that magical circle, so you see him get thrown straight up into the air. The ichor, that everything's that's kind of falling off of him. You can see it drip down, and he's clutching it. You can see his arms shaking, and he's just still muttering under his. And you see the maw of it kind of come to a close, not come to a close. Sorry, it's slowly kind of retreating back. And the brimstone is a little smaller now. It's not as wide, but you have pushed him off the circle. From here, I think the tallest of you can hear him. Arendor can still hear him, and he's like saying, "Shut up!" and cast something.
These hidden
And
rolls
for him,
stress me out.
he casts something to cover his mouth, right? To stop him from chanting. But you see Xaden turn his wand downwards, even though he's like hovering in the air, and a blanket of air kind of stop the like magical pressure, stop whatever was sent at him. He mutters and mutters and mutters. You hear first this cackling screech. It looks like bird wings that are disintegrating at the edges into ichor. It screeches into the air and rips through the little space that is in the maw, the opening of that portal. And it looks like black wing, gold feathers growing to the length of buildings. You don't see its eyes, anything. You just see the wings come out. Like a bird that flaps forward. The wingspan is so large, it gets to the top where Xaden is hovering. But their face, what they look like, everything that was Xaden is falling away because of that gravity. You see his face kind of let go. His eyes, ember flames, his true demonic form. And a shuddering quake kind of come through the air. Azeroth? Oh, Azeroth. You cheeky little boy.
That doesn't sound great.
The Night Phoenix grabs him, pulls him straight down. You see his body arch down into the maw, like a jaw clamping closed. He grips at the edges of it, looks at Rania, looks at all of you, and it clamps shut behind him. Arendor runs at the portal, scratching at it, trying to pry it open, like screaming into it. Fuck. Saliva, things in his face as he's like, no, shit. You see him get up, look at you with like this scrambled thought. And he says, look at all of you and says, back to the castle now. This is not good. And he starts walking, pretty much running back to the castle, and casts a spell to kind of push you forward with like wind to get you moving.
Dad's gonna give like a sideways glance to Rania real quick before she gets pushed, so she starts running.
Rania is like clutching at it, and that push is what she needed to get up and go. I don't know exactly what she would say, but I feel like it would be a lot of, no, we could have done something, we could have done more, we could have done something, we could have done more. And she's fighting the way back. I'm going to just push this forward. That's all right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Unless anybody else. Great. In the next hour, you see Arendor has shifted a couple of people off the security team of the castle that was, here. You see a couple of teachers go with him, like Professor Arcadia, the headmistress, and like the assistant headmaster. They have like a meeting. You don't know what's going on or things like that. The security detail is taken off of the castle, and a lot of the other students like, oh, that means it's really nice now. Great, awesome. Arendor kind of, you see him like shake hands. That's like the last thing you see. You don't see their meeting or anything like that, but you can, if you are still sticking around in the main areas, you would have definitely seen him come down, shake hands, and if you weren't there, if you don't want to be there, he would have a last message for you all. Is that something that you want to do, or you want him to just send you a letter?
Odette was there.
Yeah, I think we all would have been there. Well, at least Quinn would have.
He comes up and he says, we have a little bit of a priority right now, and is no longer school. I was curious on why they were kind of hanging around you, but I didn't assume. There's so many, and they're like looking through the group if they knew. Are you guys hiding the fact that somebody roll for Rania's flight for me, because she knows.
Gotcha.
Let's see if she would be.
You said her flight?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do-do-do-do.
He doesn't see it. He just he's thinking something else. He's like, there's more to this. And they looked at you, Odette. Is there something you wanted to say?
I'm sorry, I tried. I came to you as fast as I could.
I understand. I tried as well. thought it would be safest here, where it was made. But I was wrong.
You'll get it back. I have no
Yeah.
doubt.
They kind of look to you as like a very powerful adult battle mage to a kid.
It's a kid being like, let me
Yeah.
make you feel better.
So they do that thing where like they're like, yeah, kid, kind of like patting your back, and they're like, and you see he start walking off in formation. 2 of the battle mages start marching behind him, then 2, and 2, and you see them follow out the door as like Professor Arcadia starts casting warding spells that she's putting it just in case kind of thing, like behind them as they leave. Professor Auerbell has like put together a portal for them and astral bended a path, and he's holding it in the air. His tattoo markings glow really brightly on his chest, and you see them walk through, marching as the security detail leave. The rest of the evening is quiet. Everyone in your dorm, the towers, are excited because now it's going to be a lot more chill. And the next morning is going to be like ceremony. So heck yeah, like why can't we party? The moment you come into the towers, you see that first. Dom kind of guessed streamers and was like surprising you, like, we did it, we're at the end.
She's gonna try her damnedest to give him a woo. Should I roll to see how good her woo is?
No, I believe you. He's like, he will pull you aside now to talk to you. And for the rest of you, though, everyone's kind of like celebrating, like, we're done, we only have food, and then we're done with this year, we're witches, kind of like energy.
Oh my god, I love this so much. I can feel it. I feel it in my soul.
Cora would do her best to celebrate with everybody else, but it's about 50% of her normal energy, and I think the only way that anybody could really tell is she's not eating as much.
Oh, my heart. Oh no. Oh no. Oh
Precious
no.
angel.
Oh no.
Whew. Why does that hurt me so much?
Oh my god, that was like a shockwave. Oh.
Amelia's celebrating, but she's using her wand, and it's just like shooting out the smallest fireworks, and just she goes, whoa! And as her woo dies, the sparks just kind of like very sadly deflate.
Oh no.
I'm imagining like a balloon, like deflating fart sound as the sparks fade away.
Exactly.
Ethan next to you enjoys the sparks and like kind of puts little sparks up, and he kind of smiles and like kind of avoids your eyes for a second. Pulls out his familiars, which are these paper like bookworms, and puts them on their shoulders to see like the sparks. You don't see this. I mean, Amelia doesn't see this, but Olivia is like just staring from like a corner, just like watching him kind of show interest. And Miles is too busy eating food or like dancing. He's like on like a chair and like dancing like this, and he has like a party hat on and just dancing. Leo is just trying to be like, I really want to charm that chair to fall, but it's okay, I'm holding back now. Mason in the back is like dancing with Elizabeth, and Nolan and Zara are kind of putting like music or something like on like to play in the background. As this party kind of dwindles in, and Dominic is talking to you like, you said you wanted to talk to me?
Yeah, are you okay? Like really? Like, the vibe's been a little off. I want to check in.
Where'd you guys go? I came back to get stuff and then you weren't here.
We had gone up to the room, and do you remember the fire?
Yeah.
I was trying to scry to see if we could figure out who did it.
Why didn't you just tell me that? Like, why is that? Why are you always running off and then telling me later? Like, I keep thinking I know what you're up to, but then I have no idea. And then I learn about it later when you could be in danger. And then if I ask about it or something, I have to feel okay about it because you're okay. But I don't feel okay. I feel like I don't have a girlfriend. I have a person I'm with sometimes, and they go do things without telling me. Because I came back here and like you guys were gone again. And I was just like, okay, I guess I'll figure it out later. Been bumming me out.
It's gonna like, you know how when someone like hugs themselves, kind of like when they're like cold or they have a chill. She's gonna do that, and she's gonna. I am terrified of stuff that's been happening, and it definitely wasn't my best response not to tell you anything, but I don't want you to get hurt. Which is
What do
stupid,
you
and
think
now that I think about it.
It is. I don't want you to get hurt.
And I don't
so
want you
many
to have to
times you
worry.
keep getting hurt. But I'm not a kid. Well, you're... I still
I know.
worry.
And I realize that. And I'm sorry.
He kind of like comes forward and like gives a hug, but it feels like he's still upset about it. But he doesn't want to like upset you either.
Yeah. She's gonna probably realize what he's... Do you want me to answer something? I can try.
It's not the answering that I need. It's just I hate that I'm always just knowing second and having to ask the question first. Like, I worry too. And it's really frustrating. But he doesn't like finish sentence, he just like hugs you even tighter. If it's okay, I would like to go to the ceremony, if that's okay to end it there.
Yeah, absolutely. She's just hugging him back. She's sad.
The camera like leaves them in their little moment. It zooms out of the room where all of you are celebrating and fireworks are happening, even if it's like a subtle one. It goes to the outside and the night turns to day. You all are at the end of your dinner. Well, it's like early dinner because everyone's, packing up and leaving. the teachers are up, everyone's there. There are a couple of yearbook people there going around. The votes are cast in. You see a couple things on the yearbook as like things are being passed. You see that Ethan was awarded most likely to be Weevil team captain. You see a picture of him being like,
Oh my god, I love it.
even though he's
Yes.
the shyest guy out of all of it.
Yes.
Most likely to be Warlock of the Realm is Leo, and you see him like this, standing in a picture with Amon, I mean. Most likely to be Witch Supreme. You actually see a lot of people voted for Quinn. Quinn, describe what your pose looks like.
Yes.
I'm surprised.
Yes!
Definitely not surprised.
Oh my god.
Not a single thing has surprised me so far.
I think Quinn would just do like a cute little K-pop pose, just because.
God.
Why not? Definitely not in uniform.
Your next contender was Odette, and then afterwards was Penelope. So the next one is most likely to seek adventure. There was a couple of ones for Nolan, things like that. I rolled all these so to see what everybody would vote for. Three of the magic ghoulies are going to be in this one. It's Rania, Amelia, and sorry, no, it's not. It's Quinn, Rania. Who was the last one? Why do I remember this? I think it was Amelia or Odette. I can't remember. With the other last two being the other two of the ghoulies. So I'm gonna say it's Quinn, Rania, and Amelia, and then the other two are Cora and Odette. What pose did you guys have for the yearbook picture?
Is it all three of us in the picture? Oh, even cuter. Oh my god.
I imagine we're all just like squishing each other together and like
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the booths and the photo
is
booths at
definitely
places.
on,
Yeah, like the photo
like,
booth
aside,
picture.
showing up a peace sign, like smushed
Yeah.
in.
Yep,
We
perfect.
definitely took the camera to take
For
these
sure.
Broom acrobat went to Dominic, and you see Dominic on his broom, but it's not up in the air, so he just looks like how people look like when they're playing like Muggle Quidditch or something, like that in his pose. You see Witch of Whimsy. This was actually awarded to both Miles and Cora. What pose did you do with Miles, Cora?
Oh my god. Yes.
Oh my god, cute.
Yeah, I have a picture in my mind that he's kind of using Cora as an armrest, like he's kind of just leaning on her. Yeah.
Oh.
The old JC Penney's pictures.
No.
Yeah,
I imagine
yeah,
Cora is
exactly.
just like
Yeah.
looking up at him, just kind of like a side eye, like
Yeah,
really Miles.
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
sitcom.
yeah, he's really tall and kind of just like like that. Perfect. Cauldron, chaos, bad at like their magic or something. You see like someone being like this and like an explosive like thing with like a cauldron. And next to them is most likely to poof a potion, and they're kind of holding like a vial like this, pretty much like good at potions or not good at potions. There is Zara and Amelia. Well, you guys are posing like this. Amelia, you're like this with the potion like this, and Zara's just like with like a little like soot on their face for the picture. Same thing for artificery. You have Mason as a like one who's like really good at artificer, so he has that pose with like a backpack like an artificer would, and then you see like Elizabeth kind of being like with a grease stain and kind of being like this, like really like, oh, I'm tired of this kind of pose, for the demolitionist disposition like title.
So cute.
Then you see another picture in the yearbook. What goes bump in the night, caster of shadows.
Oh.
This one is like, you see the image is like ghost like shadow figures, and it's just paper dolls like floating, like you can see it for like Halloween decorations on the lawn. It's Rania, just like
I knew it. I was hoping it was gonna be Rania.
Yes.
Quick as wand, you see someone pose like this with like a blast like this, like this frame of like that. It actually went to Quinn.
What?
Yes!
What?
The
Get it, girl.
the charmed life, or the most charming. This one was like really hard because everyone voted for someone different, and like one person got the most. Was Odette. So Odette.
Yes.
You have like different poses you could do, be like these, or like what kind of pose did you do?
Oh, she's definitely doing the like hands under the chin, just
Oh,
Yep.
yes.
Got it.
that exactly.
The familiar friend. This one was awarded to two people. Cora and Odette. You
Yes!
have Professor
Yes.
Nimrose Mertez Griffin that's sitting there, that is now fully healed from the last adventure, and you guys are sitting there. How are you posing with the Griffin? They have a name. While I look for that, tell me how you pose.
Nay, I have an idea.
Okay, shoot.
Do the same pose that Quinn and Amelia did, but with the Griffin in the middle and us squishing faces with the Griffin.
I can't imagine the Griffin's gonna be very happy about that, but for the sake of the picture, Cora will do it.
Let's
The
go.
Griffin's name is Arlo, so they're just like
Arlo!
kind of this, and you see their wings as they're kind of posed on each side of it. The next one, cutest couple, Odette, Dominic.
Don't.
What did you guys pose
Let's
like?
go.
I actually have a I accidentally posted it in session notes, but I actually have that picture I made on Pit Crew, and it's them doing hearts with their hand. So one person has one side and the other person has the other.
Just like this.
Yep.
Most bewitching.
Ooh.
It was a tie between two people, but I'm gonna say like this is one of the yearbook photos where like one person didn't appear for the photo. Maybe they were like at class or something. But one of the two people were Amelia and name Olivia. Olivia didn't show up. What did you pose as though, Amelia?
Remote bewitching. I also imagine that Amelia would do a very cute K-pop, like she has like one foot, she's standing on one foot and has one knee bent up, and she's throwing double peace signs in the air. She's just cheesing really big, like she's just very happy to be present and included.
I am so sorry. I had the wrong one. It's Heart of a Healer. I'm so sorry.
Thought
Same
so. I was
pose.
reading them, but
Same pose. Got it.
the post stays the same.
Good. Awesome. But the
Very
most
shiny
bewitching was Quinn.
Should have been.
Yes!
Yeah.
Snaps for
Oh.
Quinn!
I'm so
I'm
sorry.
gonna.
Calliope.
Oh my gosh,
Calliope's not here.
she is.
It's in
Can't tell
my
us
heart.
otherwise.
She's in my heart!
For real.
Let us love her.
I never won. I'm playing Gaga now. This is my doing my congratulations.
Yeah, what picture is on the yearbook for you for this as this like yearbook committee is like passing out everything?
I think her picture would literally be everybody in it. And she's just like standing in the middle, and she's just like with her hands like around everybody's face.
So cute. I love it so much.
And it's everybody, not just the ghoulies. It's everybody
Everyone?
in the picture.
The yearbook kind of closes. You all sit down for food, and the Professor Evercreech comes in. It's like, well, we've reached the end of your year for you. You're first. Looking at the first years at that like table. I am sure we will have a wonderful start of new year coming in September, but right now, with exams done until you get your letters at home, of course. I kid. I'm sure all of you passed. But until then, we will rejoice in some good food, music, and revelry. Okay, we need music. And she casts her wand, and you see like a band show up. Like they look like skeletal figures kind of dancing for a second, and there's like one on a cello start to strum, but right before they strum, Professor Arabelle puts his wand up, and like the skeletal figure kind of stops. He's like, you forgot one thing, headmistress. And she's like, what are you talking about? I don't forget anything. Oh, yes, of course. Yes, the teachers will be going around to years for their other little titles. So we're going to do that shortly, and then music. And she starts to clap, and the person starts strumming in the same volume as they did before. Professor Arabelle switches his wand, and you see them like do it softly so that people can still talk. For the first years, the first teacher that comes up is Professor Arabelle. He comes to you guys and says, covens are sacred and important. Many witches live alone. That is still a good life. But I've recognized a keeper of a coven when I can see it. For their remarkable leadership, sense of strategy, and unwavering support for their peers. We award Odette Astaria the title of Keeper of the Coven.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm crying. I actually
I
have tears
imagine
running
all
down
the
my face
ghoulies are
right now.
absolutely like,
Yeah, we're freaking losing it. Let's go.
She's sobbing. She's actually crying. Same response.
I always knew she was a keeper.
Shut up. I love you.
Professor Vin Devereaux comes up. Emmy kind of comes in. The mandrel just... There are many names for witches. Wiccans in a group. Creativity and skill is important. There's Witch of the Red, the Black, or whatever they cast. But I want to cast one for the Shadow's Grace. As it requires creativity to play with the dark. or their control of the shadows and the precision with which they wield this power. We grant two students. One who uses light instead of the dark, and one who manipulates the dark to show the light. 𝐌𝐿𝐴 and 𐌃𐀀𐌐𐊊.
Oh my god.
You are
my God.
awarded the Shadow's Grace.
Quinn's gonna look at Amelia. Oh my god, we both won. She's gonna like freaking run up to you. All right.
We're doing like the little hand thing where our fingers are just like.
Yes.
Odette is jumping back and forth in the background of you guys just absolutely losing her shit for you.
You see Professor Sinister Harkness comes up. I'll keep mine simple. Awarded to the student who demonstrated outstanding knowledge of ruins, magical theory, and the utter knowledge, strength, and ability of what 𝙀🐐 has to offer. We award the title Arcane Archivist to Miss Rania Valtoris.
Wow!
At this point, Cora is clapping so loud that her hands are starting to hurt. There's just too many of her friends getting the accolades that they deserve all in a row.
Professor Nimrose Murta sees that and says, well, speaking of. They award a couple of the awards to other students, of course. I can go through them, but we're running out of time. We've been running out of time for a while. And they look to you and say, to our very own Heart of the Grove, the ability to foster community and life through their deep ties to nature. The Heart of the Grove title is a symbol of both physical and spiritual nourishment. For embodying that spirit, we name you, Cora.
Cora's just kind of pointing at herself and looking around like, who, me? As if it was somebody else named Cora.
Cora, 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 Cora.
Everyone is awarded different things. A couple other students have other titles that are awarded, like Spellweaver. There are a couple other ones that you guys are awarded, and I'll share in the Discord later. But the night wraps up with good food and celebration. People are packing up in the morning. Their bags are packed. A couple of students are getting picked up. A couple of taxi cabs are outside for the students, older students who are going back to no families. A couple other students are taking carriages back to the end of the island where a boat will take them across. Others, well, for you first years, you see that those carriages are there to escort you back, knowing that next year you will have to take a new way up here instead of the grotto. That's for the new first years. But you see Dominic pack everything, pack pictures, Odette. Ethan is handing out little treats and like where to send him letters to all of you and all of his friends. Like, here's my address, send me letters. Don't forget. Mason kind of takes it, puts it in his pocket. Leo says, okay. Leo also gives y'all like where to send him letters. everyone's passing out that information. Possibly like Olivia's probably not passing it as much. She's kind of like hiding out. But you're now in your room, decorations and everything kind of being put away. It feels like a moving out kind of scene.
Cora would be kind of running around the room in circles, picking up various things, chattering to all you guys. Like, you guys are gonna write me every single day, right? Because even if you're just telling me what you had for breakfast, I want to know. These are crucial details that I need, because I'm not gonna see you guys every day. So I at least gotta know what you have for breakfast, okay?
I will
Of course. No. All the time.
They gotta let you away for a little bit. You gotta come to the house. Everybody has to come to the house.
And everyone has to come to my house too. I'm gonna tell my mom to make an entire you guys your own rooms. I don't think I'm gonna let you leave is what I'm saying.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is multiple slumber parties.
Multiple slumber parties.
Multiple summer parties.
I am so excited. I've always wanted to go to a slumber party.
Oh my god, we're gonna have the best slumber parties ever.
Ronnie is just like, yes, you all have to visit me. My Amaran's going to be there, I guess. But my sisters has an apartment. My aunt will be there. We'll have a grand time in the manor.
Oh, I can't wait to go over there just to bother you, to see how much we can bother your siblings. They're going to absolutely love us.
Love us.
They'll hate us at first, but they'll learn to love us.
They have
I mean,
no choice.
we're lovable, right?
Yeah, super lovable. If they don't love us, it's a problem on them, not us. But they're gonna love us.
I mean, you guys are also welcome to my house, but I can't promise the same level of stuff as your guys' house. It's interesting over there. As long as you ignore my family, it should be fun. Adjacent.
Why are you gonna be there?
At my house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause I live there?
You're gonna be there. Yeah.
So you're gonna be there, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Except for the times that you're going to be here,
Okay,
right?
cool.
For Professor Rosmerta?
Oh crap! And she's just like, she'll drop everything that she was holding in that second and be like, man, I didn't even tell my parents about that. And she's gonna like she's gonna be like writing a quick note to send off to her parents that will hopefully arrive before she gets there.
Perfect.
It's hilarious. I love it.
Just the oh crap.
Oh crap.
You see everyone kind of filtering out. And slowly kind of like Dominic kind of sends like a little kiss in the air for you, Odette, because he's going to meet you downstairs as you five are now in this room.
She definitely grabbed that and put it in her pocket, being real cheesy. I'm just saying.
You better save it in your pocket.
Hey guys, will you come with me to my room real quick before we go down?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
When we walk into the room, she's got like, you know, the little sitting area part of her room. So she like sits down and like pats the chairs, telling you guys to like sit down with her.
Righty. Cool. This is very
I know that when we first got to school, we all had the same vision. And after everything that's happened, I feel like before we go, we should try to activate another vision to see maybe what could be happening before we go.
Right, so we're gonna do a seance.
Kind of. It's like me, I think if it's kind of cheesy, but like everybody holding hands. And just see if maybe I can pull a vision out and just have everybody see it too. Maybe if we're together, it'll show something similar to what we saw in the first place.
I mean, if you think it'll work.
I'm
A
down,
quick
let's
try.
do it. Might as well. One more time for the ghoulies.
Right. Odette's holding
As-
her hands out.
As much as Amelia would absolutely love to be for the vision, she has some packing to finish up. So she's gonna head back to her room to finish her packing. And just kind of wrap up and say, you know, she loves you guys so much, but I also have to hop off too.
Okay. Have good
Love you.
have good packing.
EM3B at the boys.
Have good pack.
Pack all the things. So how do we do this?
She is gonna hold her hands out to you two and just have you all lock hands and close her eyes. She's been doing a lot of meditating. And working with the professor about her visions to see if maybe she can have one come out. So she's gonna really focus. I don't know if I need to roll for anything, but you are muted, Maz. Okay.
Nah, you're good.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. It looked like
Yeah.
you were whispering to my soul, but I couldn't hear anything.
No. I was trying to test out this.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, you've been practicing. It's really... No, I'm just gonna give it to you. What are you envisioning I'm doing here? Or where are you stepping into?
I want to focus on like Hester and like his stuff specifically to see if there's something else that has changed now that we have lost another object of like protecting from keeping him from coming, you know. If that makes sense.
It totally does. First thing that you see is water trickling at your feet. It feels like a current at first, like you're stepping into a stream that kind of is pulling at you, but it's not strong. If you were to step further in, you would be pulled in. But as you get closer into it, you see the eyes of Odette, for everyone else at the table, glow. And the color in the the realm that you're in, kind of go to a muted gray and surround you. It feels like wispy and cloud-like, and you feel the rushing water at your feet, cold. Chills down your back. And you hear the rushing of water later, like further away. In the distance, you see what looks to be like tower, where the water is just crashing against it, wave after wave after wave. And a door that seems to be tightly shut. In the distance, Odette, you can feel that familiar feeling from that first day, that night at Cécine. You only have to call out to it to get its attention.
Yeah, she will. Sorry, my voice decided to do something weird in that second, so I had to cough.
What do you call out?
Probably hello. Just to see what responds. 'Cause she doesn't exactly know what she's looking for, but she's looking for something. It's kind of a cheesy horror movie. Hello.
No, it
but-
makes sense. Does anybody else say anything else?
Cora would be keeping quiet so that Odette could maintain concentration.
You hear a multitude of spirits saying, hello, 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 hello. You're in a realm where saying hello is so rare compared to goodbye. So a lot of spirits in the water, like hello, if you're imagining like Hercules, the Hades kind of thing. Like hello, hello, hello.
Can I look around and see what else is around other than that door?
Or Quinn, was there something you wanted to say?
Quinn was gonna kind of just try to figure out where are we, like calling out to the voices, just them saying hello back. It's just like, where are we? Just to see if they respond.
A lot of the spirits are like, oh no, oh no. Do they know? Do they know? Are they here? Are they here? You've read of realms like this. There are certain realms that you only walk into at certain times and you cannot return from. It can be inferred that it's the realm of the dead. And these gates are what spirits pass through. One stronger than the next. Odette, you only see that rippling current, a gate, and you know from what your vision was where it just opened this way instead of as it's supposed to, blow forward. Other gates until like the 8th or 9th where you saw this image like Sauron, like of Hester. Unless you wish to call him by name, other spirits are going to respond to you.
Yeah, that's a little frightening. I don't. I don't know if I want to be that movie character trope. Above table. What do you guys think? Should we go towards the gate? Should we yell out his name?
Maybe yell out the name.
Yeah, because I don't want to go through the gate and us get trapped in here. And literally, we just freaking graduated our first year, trapped in another realm.
Yep, and the only
is a
people to
vision,
save
though.
us is Amelia.
Hey, you can
Yeah.
get your soul trapped there. So,
No, for sure, yeah.
yeah, I think you should just call his name above table.
Okay. I'm terrified, but okay. Don't you make those eyebrows of me, Mus. Odette is gonna out loud try to call out to Hester and see what response.
What is he?
to
How,
it.
could you say it?
Yeah. It's gonna. I feel
You
like
could
my
also
mic
say
is
like
gonna
I'm
cut me
here,
out.
and that's fine too. I just want you to know you don't have to say it. It's just poetic if I said it like that. That's all.
No, it's just I was worried my thing would cut me off. She's just gonna like look around a little bit, and then she's gonna yell out just, Hester!
You the waters that are rushing into the gates kind of storm at it, and you hear like a shudder as the gate, you see it push forward as the current is pushing forward, and a light kind of open, and the gates start opening one by one by one. First gate, second gate, third gate, nothing in the distance, just darkness. Until this last gate opens and you see a blinding green light. A warbled like image. It's answered its call, but it's staring at you, wondering what you are doing.
Ooh, I don't know what to ask. My brain has gone blank because I imagine it being. I don't know if anybody's seen James and the Giant Peach, but the Cloud Bowl storm
I love that
thing
movie.
is the vibe that I get from this.
It just stares at you.
Guys, have anything you want to ask?
What is it you want to ask? I'm curious because you brought everyone in.
Yeah.
This entity, in your first day, sent you a vision. You are a learned witch, and you step forward into this realm of your own choice.
Yeah.
Of your own bravery.
Listen, I'm a nervous girl whose brain goes blank.
That's okay. But Odette, I don't think Odette is a nervous girl right now. This is pretty badass. If she doesn't have words to say, what does she do?
Odette's gonna ask it what it wants. What do you want with this plane? What is your goal?
A growl. A distant thunder. A smile appearing on the visage. A debt, witchling, is to be paid. Restored. I will reap what I am owed. What was owed for my banishment.
But what are you owed?
All the magic. That now you all carry. It was never yours to have.
I think at this point it would start getting a little weaker because she's getting not frustrated, but like has a lot of questions. So I think at this point it would start to fade out a little. I don't know if she could hold it for much longer.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. The visage in front of you starts to warp, and you see it struggling to like keep up and what it needs to say or whatever it's trying to say. It looks to all of you and like face to face to face, except for Amelia's, and tries to memorize what it's looking at. The radiating energy from it kind of pushes the gate, the water rippling at you. And in a space, a realm that you yourselves chose to be at, as if it's measuring what they're going to have to fight against.
Wait, it's like sizing us up?
Yeah.
That's a good way to say it. Odette is glaring defiantly.
The drumming, the tense moment in your chest, it releases and releases. The creature kind of like radiates this anger and frustration. You feel like the tense crackling in the energy. And as the vision starts blurring and you feel the call of 𝙀🐂 calling you back, your parents, your teachers, Dominic, for you, Odette, the vision starts pulling away further and further, as if you're kind of pulling away from it. And the fact that you are moving away from that thing makes it dwell up in green energy or anger. It screeches out in response. I've been watching your realm far longer than you realize. The things you whisper to yourself when no one is around. At this point, I know your fears better than you do. And I'll bring every one of them to life. And that's where we'll end the year.
Every freaking time.
Bravo. Oh my
I'm
god.
screaming, but my mic won't pick it up. Ah!
Oh my god.
Well, that woke me up.
That scared me whenever you start. I was like, okay, hold on, wait. Who was that?
Like, wait a second, it's not coming through. I gotta talk first. Ah!
Freaking fantastic. Oh.
I want to
Great.
say, y'all are, that was so cool. that I thought it was going to end with all of you leaving. That was so cool that Odette did such a brave thing like that. I just want to say, wow. To
Wish
start
my brain worked better.
start a campaign where it ends with a vision that comes to a seer and their friends who see this vision, and then to end it with that same seer saying, fuck that, I'm going straight to him. Y'all are amazing. That was so cool. So wonderful. I know this was a complete, I know it's a finale and we take so much time to it, but that was really cool. This episode is so cool, and I appreciate all of you joining in. I know it was a lot longer, and I'm gonna go cry in a room, but I'm gonna start a parade for everyone in chat with Transplanter RPG. They just started, and they're one of my favorite places to hang out. But I'm gonna do a quick round. I'm Maz. You can find me everywhere. Amelia just bounced. Rania just was here before, but they are Tea and Tomes and Shamazan, and they were playing the wonderful Amelia Wild and Rania Valtoris on TU Paige.
Hello. I'm in shock. I have a lot of feelings. My god, I'm just so speechless. This is crazy. Maz, you did so good. I love it so much. I love you so much. I love everybody so much. I love all of you guys. This is great. This was great.
You don't have a lot of time. Please keep going.
Yeah, I'm Paige. Hey Paige WTF, and I played Odette tonight, and we're both she they, and that's all I got. Cora.
Hi, Cora, aka Nay, resident super goblin, of the world, okay, Toki.
Hi, I'm Tokyo. My name is Sound of Tokyo and everything. She, her pronouns. I'm playing Quinn. Hey, how you going? Thank you for the year. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for fun. Let's go raid out.
That was gorgeous. Mine was not.
Fast.
We will
I'm so
talk
sorry.
in the ending screen stuff, but I just want to raid out so that you guys can, we can end. But thank you all.
Sorry.
We raided out to Transplanter RPG. If you're still hanging out here, I don't want to make you guys go fast, but if you guys had anything else to add, Toki and Nay, please add it here. I just want to make sure that this was raiding out before, like it didn't go too further. So please, anything else you guys want to add? And I'll switch it to the ending scene.
I wanted to say, because I wasn't here when we first started, so sorry about that. But I did want to say I fucking love you guys. Being able to campaign with you guys, and I really hope to. I talk about this, talk about the ghoulies, and talk about Dark Recess, and talk about all the fucking everything. So many of my coworkers have started watching this and like loved you guys as characters, and like they get just as excited about it as even if I'm just telling them about it. Wanted to tell you guys thank you so much. This has been amazing, and I hope we get to keep being amazing together.
Literally my sentiments exactly. Like I was telling Moz, even before we started streaming, like this has been like one of the best campaigns that I have ever gotten to be a part of. So I'm just so grateful to Moz for inviting me and letting me meet you guys, because you guys are amazing, and I am just so grateful for the fact that you guys just kind of accepted me into your friend group and, you know, let me draw your characters, let me play with you guys. Like this is amazing, and I love our characters. I love the story that we've been developing. I would love to continue developing these characters. I know that Moz set up an RP chat. So by all means, if anybody wants to do RPs, like I know Toki, we talked about doing some Gwen and Cora stuff, I am still completely 100% on board with all of that. I just, I don't want to wait until year 2 to keep hanging out with you guys. So just,
True.
let me know. Hit me up. I am here.
Also, can we just all give a complete amazing round of applause for doing camp and freaking being an amazing GM and everything? Just thank you so much for all the freaking scenes you fucking champ. You freaking did amazing, and it's you keep. I know I get on to you for saying even if you go with that, think of all the accolades you've helped everybody. Accolades you've gotten for the people you brought into this community, the amazing people like Nay and Odette and all of us together. Thank you so much for creating a game that we can all have amazing characters that we connect with and have super great time together. So thank you so much.
I am physically clapping, just so you know, but because I'm on push to talk, it does not pick it up, and short of holding down the push to talk with my elbow and button smashing my entire keyboard, it's just not working. But there is a round of applause happening.
We see the work, the blood, the sweat, the tears. I've watched you countless times, just sit there and think of ideas and do things and put stuff out and really just care so much about this, and it really shows in the work, and it shows in the product, and it shows how fucking awesome you are.
Facts.
Yeah. And not to mention how much you've grown as a DM over the course of the last year, because I remember last year or the year before, I don't remember how many years ago the one shot was. You were so not confident going into that one shot. You're just I have no idea what I'm doing. We're all starting this together. And here we are, a year and a half later, and oh my God.
Crazy.
It was 2022. When we did that one shot.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
December 2022.
And now you're going into year 2. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Who is she?
I thank you all. This has been the biggest learning thing, because I keep measuring on how other GMs saying I should do this and that, and it's such a crazy thing when people say running something is easy or doing this, and I'm it's probably one of the hardest things for my neurodivergent brain to kind of grasp on how to put cool things or do cool things, and I am very appreciative of the group being patient with me as I learn through it and pretty much test it through you guys. I can't wait for year 2. But that will come soon. Until then, there'll be a lot of games here on StarCrawl for y'all, a lot of tales to tell, and more with the Ghoulies, this wonderful cast and other cast members, and other GMs who want to run stuff, and other people in the community who want more TTRPG stuff at StarCrawl, and the community over at Starfall. But with my whole heart, I want to say thank you for if you've watched this on YouTube and you're watching this now, or you're watching this way after, and you're wondering, my God, why did she do this and all this stuff? Because I'm learning, and I'm learning with everyone too, and I'm glad that I got to learn with a sweet community like this. So thank you. And from all of us, the Magic Ghoulies, from us at StarCrawl, and from me, I hope you have a wonderful night.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.